Match found.
They have no idea how heartless I am.
Make the right choice, even if it calls for sacrifice. Shadows traveling.
Scanning ahead.
Shadows traveling.
Defeated. Reloading.
Multiple enemies B.
Still in sight.
One enemy remaining.
Cover
Reloading.
coming out.
Enemy.
Old friend. Don't forget who you are, Omen. A man, not a monster.
Can't even remember
No
the
prisoners.
spike.
Revealing area.
Enemy B.
I have the spike.
Enemy spotted. Mid. Out of charges.
Last player standing. Flawless.
What do you say, drone? Ready to stretch your wings?
Even fight? That's fun.
Revealing area. Neutralized.
Enemy spotted B.
Where are you?
Cutting their vision.
They're blind with fear.
Stealing scent.
Duck. Block the sight. We found one.
Out of charges.
I'll find you. Mark 2. Enemy A.
30 seconds left.
Prepare for hellfire!
Last player standing. Ten seconds left. Last round in the half.
Spend everything. We keep nothing.
Stay safe.
Cutting their vision.
Ah be abi. Watch this.
Spotted mid.
Nightmare takes them. Mark 2.
Unimportant.
They're blind with fear.
One enemy remaining.
Back.
Flawless.
We all did our part.
Switching sides.
Again. Hurt them again.
Enemies nearby. Yes.
I am everywhere.
Mark 3. Gotcha. Reloading.
Still in sight.
Enemy spotted mid.
Healer down.
Cover going out.
Enemy down.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Reloading. So much further in 8
Wait until I blind them to strike.
We win. We survive.
Scanning ahead.
Cutting their vision.
Silence.
Reloading.
One enemy remaining. Match point.
Stay alive. I want their life, not yours.
Their fears betrayed them.
Joke's over! You're dead!
My ult is ready.
Spike down B.
Take them! Last one. Nothing. 3.
One enemy
Enemy
remaining.
killed. Did I get inside your head?
Defenders win.
Too easy.
Match found.
Take a seat. I got this.
It's the climax of the club season before the Euros in the summer, and the atmosphere around the stadium and inside right now, Ali McCoist, is absolutely electric.
It's magical, Fletch. Good evening, everyone. You got to say, brilliant start. Lenny Kravitz, outstanding. I was hoping perhaps for a little bit of AC/DC, but that was maybe pushing it, Fletch. But all seriousness, look at those sets of fans. Look at the Dortmund fans there. We're back in town to steal the crowd. Marvellous, and the Real Madrid fans. The place has been jumping the last couple of days, London. Well, hopefully, and I'm fully expecting we'll get a match fitting of this cup final, Fletch.
Reloading! Well, what a night this promises to be. Started in September, both teams had different expectations. Tonight, though, there can be only one winner. So the 2024 Champions League final underway at Wembley Stadium under this impressive arch. Is it destination Dortmund or Madrid for club football's biggest trophy? What are the keys, Ali, when you break the game down?
Well, I think the key, obviously, from Dortmund's point of view, they have to defend properly. They have done the both semi-finals. First leg,
Can't use that.
Excellent second leg as well against a PSG team full of talent. The unfortunate thing from Dortmund's point of view, I think tonight, they're playing a better team than PSG. PSG hit the post in the bar, I think, half a dozen times over the two games against Real Madrid. They've got to defend.
Spike down
He was
B.
actually here 11 years ago, supporting Borussia Dortmund in the final. 4.5 hours outside Dortmund.
Last player standing.
As a 9-year-old, and there's Don Carlo back in another final. 6th time as a manager, the 8th time if you added his appearances as a player with AC Milan, the gold standard as a coach in this competition. And the reason why the game stopped at the moment is we've had a pitch invader, which we have obviously chosen to show you. And while that's being sorted out, there is just this.
Don't want to take you out, Sage.
It's such a shame
But
that this kind of thing happens on a big night. There's the Real Madrid supporters. They've been in full voice, but they've been outnumbered significantly by the Dortmund fans. I mean, the number of Dortmund fans in London this weekend, they can't all be in here. The stadium wouldn't be big enough for them, would it?
Well, speaking to Paul Lambert, obviously before the game, Fletch, and he predicted it. he said they would travel in their thousands and thousands, and that's certainly been the case. I mean, we were down
Your
early for
mind's
preparing for
over.
the game. Came down a couple of days early on the Thursday, and I can tell you Thursday and Friday, London was absolutely full of mainly Dortmund supporters. Certainly Real Madrid were well represented, Flex, but you're correct to spot on to say the number of Dortmund fans in the last couple of days in London has
Spike
been
down, B.
fantastic, and all very well behaved and all in great form and enjoying themselves.
Let's just make the point as well. Three separate pitches failures have had to be wrestled to the ground and taken away by the security staff here.
One enemy remaining.
It was actually taken down by Marcel Sabitzer, who's clearly had enough out there, but it's not the way that we wanted this game to start.
Far from it.
But just look
Now
at the
we're talking.
atmosphere, it's
Don't jinx it, though.
absolutely
Stay humble.
fantastic. Perfect conditions at Wembley. The final being played here for the first time in 11 years, an 18th final for Real Madrid and a third for Borussia Dortmund. It's Germany meeting Spain in the final for the 5th time, and thankfully back underway, and hopefully without any more intruders. First free kick there goes Real Madrid's way for the challenge on Jude Bellingham. What a big night it is for him.
Yeah, incredible. I'm just watching the early stages. It looks as though they'll turn the pace.
Joke's over! You're
Running away
dead!
From Ryerson, and then Hummels was just able to pull his foot out. I think that's a fascinating battle down there.
Yeah.
Ryerson was excellent against Mbappe. Can he be that good tonight against Vinicius Junior? That's a big question for Borussia Dortmund.
Well, Fletch is going to have to be. You got to say, I mentioned
Last
earlier,
player
first
standing.
game, she had a lot of
Spike
opportunities
down, B.
against Dortmund, which they didn't take. I expect Real Madrid, if they get the same opportunity, to be far more clinical. But you're right about Ryerson. I thought he played Mbappe exceptionally well both games. But again, very, very difficult task against Vinicius Junior.
With those rumours swirling around about just how healthy Vinicius Junior is, we'll pay close attention to him, particularly in the early stages.
Blinding.
There's Camavinga starting tonight because Tchouameni has a stress fracture in his foot. Luka Modric only on the bench. And Thibaut Courtois back in. He injured the ACL in his left knee at the start of the season. Then when he was coming back, he did the meniscus in his right knee. So 2 serious knee injuries. Played 4 games at the end of the season and kept clean sheets in all of them. So he's starting tonight, despite the fact he's been left out of the Belgium squad for the Euros this summer.
I'm just looking at Real Madrid, Fletch, and they look as though they're playing a little bit of a diamond, obviously, with Bellingham at the top of that diamond. And Emre Can's the one Dortmund player that's been given the responsibility, it looks like, to pick up Bellingham.
It's Rodrigo, and he's got the very experienced Danny Carvajal over there. Manson with the clearance. Only arrived in Dortmund in January on loan from Chelsea. He was in the Championship on loan at Burnley last season, and now he's playing in the Champions League.
It's some story, it really is. Fantastic story.
Spike planted.
Cover going down.
Enemy A.
Last player standing.
Now some space for Marcel Sabitzer. First opportunity tonight for Dortmund to attack. It was in towards Fulkrug and headed away behind him by Antonio Rudiger.
That was great football from
Flawless.
Dortmund, it really was.
Sancho. Ryerson. And behind Mendy.
Yeah, a link-up play. Ryerson fired it into Sancho, put him a lovely ball back, perfectly weighted. The momentum took them forward.
And this is one area where you might suggest that Dortmund could have the advantage. Hummels has scored 4 times this season, including in the semi-final of this competition. And Schlotterbeck is a teammate. The other centre-back's got a couple as well, and of course Fulkrug is a factor as well.
Shadows traveling.
Cleared away in there for Real Madrid by Toni Kroos. Fulkrug's header through to Thibaut Courtois.
Yeah, well worked corner, wasn't it? Julian Brandt could deliver into Fulkrug, he flicked it on.
Last player
Good
standing.
defensive work. Yeah, you spoke
Spike
about
down,
the
B.
set plays. That for certain, that
One
was the case.
enemy
You look at
remaining.
Hummels' goal in the second leg, excellent play from the big centre back. He just gave his marker a little bit of a nudge. Gets himself half a yard. Finishes over a good header.
Nice and firm on Vinicius Junior.
Fight till the end,
And,
no matter what.
Ferland Mendy on Marcel Sabitzer. Real Madrid unbeaten in the Champions League this season. They've only lost twice in all competitions, which is a remarkable record, both against their neighbours Atletico Madrid. Dortmund survived the group of death, defied the odds in the knockout stage, and hope they've saved their best till last. And of course, over 90 minutes and maybe a fraction more, we will find out.
Well, it's incredible, just obviously looking at the notes that we get sent, Fletch. Match day 2, in fact.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Bottom, 1 point, no goals. Not a bad recovery, you've got to say.
Well, they got themselves up and running at St James's Park.
Spike
and they
down,
haven't really
B.
looked back since. Camavinga jumping, Wolfram's headed down, and now the captain, Emre Can.
Last player standing.
I'll shut them down. Until then, survive.
And Nacho, supported by Camavinga, can tidy things up again. Real Madrid beat German opposition in the semis, Dortmund Spanish opposition in the quarters. There's such a contrast in terms of experience, success and expectations in the two squads tonight. 39 Champions League winners' medals in the Real Madrid party, and only Niklas Süle's for Dortmund.
Yeah, that's amazing now when you think about it. Marco Reus is on the bench.
Rudiger looking for Bellingham, flicked on above Hummels, and that's through to the Swiss international goalkeeper Gregor Kobel.
One enemy remaining.
I think one thing that's worth pointing out, Ali, approaching 9 minutes, they've made a confident start in terms of having the ball, Borussia Dortmund.
So, do we mix it up?
Yeah, it's not
Drop it
surprising
down?
me at all,
Let's
Fletch,
talk.
because they are very comfortable on the ball, and they've got players that can handle it. So in that respect, that doesn't really surprise me.
Nacho moved aside there by Sabitzer, and then the ever-dependable Rudiger there for him.
If they kept coming this way, Sabitzer, Sancho was the ball all day.
Schotterbeck, who was under pressure from Rodrigo.
Shadows traveling.
There's Camavinga, brings it back smartly for Real Madrid. Real competitive feel about it out there.
Enemy too slow.
Flash!
Cover going out.
No charges left.
One enemy remaining.
Careful now.
My ultimate is ready.
18th club match tonight. He's going to retire from club football after this game and then represent Germany in the summer. He's been such a good player for Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. He doesn't want to
Spike
leave here on
down
the losing
A.
side by any stretch of the imagination.
Quite brilliant, Fletch. Just going to say there when Madrid get the ball on the
Go,
back,
go, go.
back four, the two full
You man
backs,
ready for a
obviously.
light show?
Carvajal and Mendy split, go higher up the pitch. And actually the two centre-backs split as well. It looks as though Toni Kroos will drop in there to take the ball.
Good pressure over there by Fede Valverde, who played the most matches for Real Madrid during the course of the season. And the first little mistake over there by Schlotterbeck.
No. Ian, give me blood.
No,
Why? Let's go.
I got you, I got you.
Toni Kroos to Eduardo Camavinga.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Jude Bellingham.
Get him, wingman.
Knife deployed. Watch them run.
By Carvajal.
One enemy remaining.
Kept in play on that side by Valverde, and Carvajal, the right back, quickly up there to join in. Valverde shoots and lifts it over the bar, but they combine very well down that side, don't they?
Cover going
Dani
out.
Carvajal is always looking to get forward and join in with Valverde.
Yeah, it's good. Valverde started off the wide position, Fletch, and he comes in yards allows Sambil to get outside him and keep moving.
Just human.
Finish is a poor one right enough, but the initial build-up was very, very good.
Power down, we start.
When you look at
You
Danny
need the scrap.
Carvajal, he was born
I'll kill
just
you.
outside Madrid. He's playing in his 6th
I'm out of
final
here.
for the club tonight. He's won the previous 5, and along with others tonight, you can move into a very illustrious group of 6 wins in the competition. No players have managed that in the Champions League area. You go back to the great Paco Gento way back when he started and won 6 for the great Real Madrid side of the 50s and 60s. So plenty of history on the line as well tonight for the team in white. Junior running into that.
Going up.
You know, they did very well against
Come on, let's
PSG,
go!
both games. But the full-back was isolated in a 1v1 against a flat winger. The centre-back on that side comes over, he gives him a little bit of cover. He's shortly with Max Hummels, giving his full-back a little bit of cover. It works both ways, of course.
The referee showing a
Spike down B.
bit of leeway here to Camavinga for the challenge on Sancho. How important is he tonight for Dortmund, Jadon Sancho?
Well, if he plays anything, he did particularly in that first leg.
One enemy remaining.
Shows the fella on the other side. I've got to say to you, I don't mind him either, mate. Incredibly quick, but he's
Don't start
not
resting.
scared to do
Still
the
want to
defensive
be.
shift either, Fletch.
No charges left.
The two of them have been excellent in Europe.
It's an opening 13 minutes where the German side have slightly shaded the possession. Fulcrum. Nice touch. Played back now to Brandt coming in!
Right there.
First big chance of the night.
Dream big,
And it falls
make it
to
happen.
Borussia Dortmund into the German international Julian Brandt.
The chance, look at the touch from Fulcrum as well. He makes a run. He's onside, it looks like he's just onside. Of Rudiger, nice touch, and it's a perfectly weighted pass again. Takes the touch, hits him, touches a little bit heavy, and he tries to open his body up. Going up, over Courtois' far corner.
Powerless.
Spike down mid.
Got the way to look, that's for sure.
Embarrassing.
This season was the Borussia Dortmund player
Reloading.
because he makes runs like that.
Last player standing.
It's a player that's pretty easy to
Dizzy's up
find.
top.
Yeah, I mentioned we'll have the chance before the game, Fletch. He's really easy to find, but his awareness of where
Last
his
round
support's
before
coming
the
from
switch.
is absolutely first class.
Either spend
And
all
his
your
weight
money
of pass
or
generally
give it to me.
to
Good
those
calls
players
either way.
supporting him equals that.
Gotta go.
There's one of those lasers
Yeah.
on the right boot of Toni Kroos. Valverde. Vinicius Junior.
Again, second time, there's just a little bit of joy down that right-hand side with the switch of play. Carvajal,
Cover
Valverde
going
out
out.
there. Again, the finish was poor though.
Stealing sight.
Careful now.
It's a Real Madrid team who have won 5 of the last 10
Going up.
finals, and they stand head and shoulders above the rest in terms of success.
Enemy spotted.
Dortmund's
Watch
greatest
your eyes.
27 years ago in Munich, and tonight
Is ready.
yesteryear.
Watch them run.
That was some game, wasn't it? Watching the highlights there. Against the Juventus team, full of stars.
One enemy remaining.
Dortmund play well that night.
Shadows traveling.
Took a bit of a gamble there, Real Madrid, but Nacho, the captain, was on hand.
I'm out.
His belly
Get him, wingman.
wonderful gliding style of it.
Up you go.
Almost quickly on the top.
Last player standing.
It's been a feature of the way that he's played throughout this competition. He's played every minute so far in the Champions League. Brilliant he's been.
I've faced worse. Switching sides.
Yeah, I know she popped up. I was there.
Gotta go.
You look at it again, that switch is on again. Valverde, what Valverde's doing, Fletch, he's bringing Matson in into a position maybe 10 yards further in than he'd probably like to be, and it's leaving a space for his we mentioned earlier, Danny Carvajal to utilise. They didn't do it there, but it's on all the time.
Schlotterbeck clipping it forward to Fulkrug. Jude Bellingham winning the initial header.
Watch
Now
out.
Marcel Sabitzer playing forward.
Going up.
The Norwegian Julian Ryerson.
I'm out of
Quickly
here.
in was Mendy.
Reloading. Go, go, go. Enemy mid.
Here's Camavinga.
Go, go, go.
Now it's Rodrigo's turn to be the widest on this side, the Real Madrid
Let
left.
it go. Enemy B. Reloading.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B. Last player standing.
Snap over by Vinicius Junior, but Sabitzer read it well.
It's actively
Free kick
suppressed.
though.
Because their
Going to give it
options
here to Real
don't
Madrid
make
for that
sense.
little lunging challenge on Bellingham. And while they sort this out, let's just bring in Rio Ferdinand, who's part of the team,
Need a
of course,
drop.
tonight. Rio, you want to make a point about the
Go,
way
go, go.
Vinicius Junior started the match?
Yeah, listen, many people come here to see the likes of Vinicius Junior, world superstar, tip-top condition. He's had a couple of opportunities to shoot, been dispossessed a couple of times, but what the great thing about these great players is they don't get disheartened, they keep going. So don't be surprised the ball comes to him and he flashes it in and you think, oh, he's been a bit out of sort so far. These guys, the confidence levels to be persistent and deliver is phenomenal.
Watch your eyes.
Well, she's a Ballon d'Or contender, which could be influenced by the way that he plays tonight. Jude Bellingham in that category
Careful now.
as well. So many players out there tonight, Ali, who could win the game for their respective
Oh,
teams.
so many matches. It really is.
Enemy spotted.
We've spoken about it before. For me, it's the best football tournament.
Spike down B.
Almost had it, and the ricochet favours Dortmund and Fulkrug. And he was just caught there by Camavinga, but the advantage played.
Again, mate, earlier flinch.
Cover going out.
Adeyemi was on straight away. He'd moved, but the extra touch taken, I think, with Julian Brandt wasn't required.
Yeah, one thing Danny Carvajal at right back doesn't want.
One enemy remaining.
Skedaddle.
Everybody on
You're done.
the field down there
But
tonight.
what he's doing, Fletch, is the one thing you would
I'll
do.
outshine all
You
their
try
ratings.
and take Adeyemi back into an area where he doesn't want to be, where he doesn't want to go.
Let it go.
But now Vinicius Junior is playing through the centre, so Rodrigo has come out wide. Mendy,
Reloading.
and now Camavinga. Valverde. Smartly worked here to Carvajal and in towards Bellingham. Jadon Sancho.
Watch out.
Again, no surprise down the right-hand side. They just bide their time, and that man in your picture, he'll run there all day. Look at the space he's got. Outside the match
Joke's
and in
over.
behind.
You're dead.
Adeyemi.
Enemy.
Going up.
12 it down.
Closest to it. Played 41 games this season. He's been involved in 35 goals. And here's
Spike
Adeyemi
planted.
getting in behind. And this is a glorious chance, and he's around Courtois. The angle against him, and Carvajal got over.
Fletch, he's got to go the other way. His whole momentum's taken him to the goalkeeper's left. And for some reason he doesn't go that way. Curves his run beautifully, by the way, well onside. Just take it with your right foot. I mean, the touch is really, really heavy and he runs out of angle. But for me, he's got to go the other way and knock into an empty goal with his right foot.
Last player standing.
What an opportunity. In fairness to Carvajal, he got back well to concede the corner. But that's exactly the kind of situation that Dortmund want. And it goes from Maatsen. Courtois didn't get there, and then he does do at the second time of asking.
Listen, Dan, I'm critical
Go, go,
of the
go.
finish. I'm anything but critical of the movement. The movement's fabulous. He comes, cuts, he runs with the arc. Right across Danny Carvajal. He's well onside. He's won, the timing of his
I'm
run's
outta here.
perfect. The finish, not up to it.
Well, that's a real warning, isn't it? And nobody needs telling just how quick that Adeyemi is, and Danny Carvajal in particular. I'm a little bit surprised he got caught on an island like that with all the experience he has, but they've worked the situation well. You wonder if that's the kind of opportunity that over the course of 90 minutes they might live to regret.
Well, the movement's very good, but you look at Danny Carvajal's position and he looks as though he's at least a yard, maybe 2 yards deeper than the other 3 members of his back four.
No charges. Come on, let's go!
Carvajal the target, Madsen the defender, Adeyemi quickly to it ahead. Freddy Valverde. There's a real confidence about Dortmund at the moment, Ali. Sabitzer.
They started well, they started well.
Spike planted.
Now Sancho. Sabitzer's carried on running, angles against
Last
him.
player standing.
Coming in, Adeyemi, down he goes. Referee not interested. And then wonderful feat by Camavinga to slip away for Real Madrid.
Great move. Superb move down the right-hand side.
Madsen's running
Good
back
step,
again.
good step.
Fulkrug hits the post. And again. And nobody there to put it in. Ferland Mendy. But that goal of Real Madrid is suddenly living a very charmed life.
That's remarkable, it really is. He's so unlucky, Fulkrug, because he hits it early. Courtois comes out, but it's by him. His momentum means he's coming out, but the ball's by him before he can react. And he's just blessed it hits his post.
Well, that's 2 glorious chances for Dortmund to take the lead in quick succession. The Adeyemi chance and then the Fulkrug shot that comes back off the post. And the momentum right now is with the team that's being roared on by this yellow wall here at Wembley Stadium.
Have they started well or what? Do you know something? That might have been looking at him, might potentially have been offside. But look, he hits it early, and you can see the momentum. Courtois coming out, there's nothing he can do about it. Inside of the post, 9 times out of 10, it's probably inside of the post and in. Whether he was offside or not, it's a conversation for later on. But they started brightly, haven't they?
Absolutely. Ian Madsen quickly in with the challenge over there. I mean, I've got the impression whenever I've listened to Edin Terzic this week that they really do relish the role of underdogs, and you've seen some of the tweets that the likes of Mats Hummels has put out all the way through the campaign. They've enjoyed being told by people that they can't do it.
Down
and it took great
A.
satisfaction to prove that they actually can. Here's a problem for Emre Can, which is a concern for Dortmund.
1 enemy remaining.
We're looking at Dortmund, and we've seen them a good few times. Obviously in the group stage, you didn't see that pass again. Beautiful pass. He's so unlucky. I think he does just about everything right, you know. I really do.
No charges left.
Is it a chance? Yeah. Should he score?
Careful
Probably,
now.
but he's very, very unlucky. He's extremely unlucky.
I got it.
Yeah. Their movement forward area so far. This early in the game, Dar, 20-odd minutes gone,
New
25
fight, new
minutes gone.
tactics, keep it fresh, yeah?
Has been excellent. Adeyemi's movement, Fulkrug's movement.
Go, go, go.
Posing the back four, lots of problems.
Gotta go.
He's in discomfort.
Yeah, this would be a concern for them based on the fact that they're very much the embodiment of a team, aren't they? They don't rely on individuals. Everybody's got a role to play, and if you take out one of the pieces, it can have a really big impact on the way that they go about what they do.
Yeah, but I think it's important to mention that. You really do. You look at that, probably that Real Madrid side. You can maybe name 4 or 5 absolute superstars. Whereas the Dortmund team, yes, they've got great players, but probably their main
Joke's
strength
over! You're dead!
is the solidity of their side, the belief in their side,
Enemy and
the
attacker
way they work for each other.
Back off!
By the way that things have started tonight, Edin Terzic probably regretful that they haven't taken one of the chances. And he'll be delighted to
1
see
enemy
Emre
remaining.
Can walk off. He's got revenge on his
I'm outta
fight
here.
tonight, lost the 2018 final against Real Madrid. Liverpool.
Y'all better keep up.
And it looks as though he's going to be okay to come back on again. History very
I'm
much
outta
on
here.
Real Madrid's side tonight. They've won the last 8 finals that they played in this competition. The last time they lost was 1981 against Liverpool in Paris when Alan Kennedy scored the late goal. The better opportunities in the opening 26 and a bit minutes at Wembley tonight have fallen to the underdogs from the Bundesliga.
Take this.
I mean, that's a frightening record, that really is. Won their last 8 finals. I can remember the one in 81 as well. Alex Kennedy scored the goal. That might have been to win the last 8 finals this tournament. A wonderful achievement.
17 finals, 14 wins, 3 defeats. That's wonderful from Vinicius Junior. The early ball in as well towards Bellingham.
Spike
And vital
planted.
defending in there by Slotterbeck, which epitomises the way that he's played throughout the Champions League this season.
Tell you what, Dan, he does Ryerson a favour. Watch it, Ryerson for the first time just dives in. Watch, gets his feet all wrong. Can't get back, you can't get too tight, particularly with somebody the pace and ability of Vinicius Junior, but Slotterbeck did really well. We're away again.
Dortmund slowing, Adeyemi running, Rudiger trying to catch him, Adeyemi in! Courtois save, Fulcrum! Couldn't quite get there.
Wow. Wow. I'm thinking
Last
to myself,
player
he's taking
standing.
a touch just a little bit too wide, but he gets a great shot away. The goalkeeper makes a brilliant save. However, how unlucky is Fulcrum? It just comes behind them.
Suppressing.
Because the goalkeeper gets a
One
right hand
suppressed.
on it, it just comes behind Fulcrum that little bit, and he couldn't get a tap
Listen
in.
up. Kill them before they kill us.
But what about the pace? Was mentioned the pace early on in the game, but dear me, Adeyemi left Carvajal, but for dead, just couldn't get back, couldn't get anywhere near him. Rudiger tried to get across as well, forced him a little bit wider, I suppose, but 3 great chances, Dortmund.
Inside 28 minutes as well. They really have started well here, but it's still 0-0. And of course, this is a very resilient Real Madrid team. We saw that against Manchester City and at times against Bayern Munich in the semi-finals too. Fede Valverde, Jude Bellingham, pummels away.
ready. Joke's over.
Nacho.
You're dead.
Mendy,
Spike down mid.
Vinicius Junior.
Careful now.
Go get him, buddy.
Rudiger. Carvajal whips it in. Nico Slotterbeck there to defend again.
Last player standing. 1 enemy remaining.
6 clean sheets.
Spike down mid.
Which is more than any other team in the competition.
There's the ball there.
Catch your breath.
Between the full-back and the centre-back. I thought the touch was just a little bit wide, and it was. But it ends up an even better save. Because it's all about the power he gets in the left hand. If he doesn't get that power at all in it, Fletch, it's a tap-in for Fulcrum.
So Toni Kroos out to take the Real Madrid corner. And the centre-backs, Rudiger and Nacho, have gone in there. Brandt got the faintest of touches. And now the counter-attack's on. A 5-on-3 here for Dortmund. And it's Jadon Sancho.
Powerless.
Now Julian Brandt. Adeyemi's gone over, but I think Mendy was using his body to good effect there. He was just too strong and clever for him.
Well, it was better than that, I'll tell you right now. And it was 6 against 3 at one point. So uses his body extremely well. Top class defending that. Just give you a little bit of a nudge, not your balance.
Spike planted.
Stealing sight.
Not necessarily sure I'd go as far as to say that Dortmund has got Real Madrid rattled, but they're not far away.
Last player standing.
I don't think there's any doubt started the better of the two. And by far and away had the better clear-cut chances.
Match point.
I'll survive indigency.
Now goes Adeyemi, Fede Valverde's challenge right in front of Edin Terzic.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Could be worse, could be better.
He's a great story tonight as well. The Real Madrid captain, Nacho Ali. He was born in Madrid. He joined
Joke's
the club as
over.
an 11-year-old.
You're
I
dead.
think he's playing his final game for them tonight. It's his 364th at the club. He's 34. And having been born in the city and been at the club man and boy, if he gets to lift the trophy before he leaves, what a moment that's going to be later on.
Incredible. There's potentially great stories everywhere.
1
out there.
enemy remaining.
Careful now.
Shaping up to be a really good Champions League final as well. Two teams committed to attack. The better attacking
charges
player
left.
on the stage coming from Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, agreed.
Reloading.
That's right, you tell him. Rash is ready. Pero like, why can't we just hug it out? Pinche radium.
Nico Schlotterbeck.
I'm out of here.
Every chance seems fine.
Quick
Chen
feet,
finds
quick
Brandt
dribble.
in the pocket. Sancho is the intended target. Ryerson quickly up there from right back and trying to find a way in.
Take this.
It's a lovely take in the half-turn there from Julian Brandt, really was.
Ryerson's kept it alive, and then the whistle goes for the foul. The free kick here to Real Madrid for the foul on Mendy.
Tell you what, they actually look a lot more dangerous. It's not even close at this moment in time.
One enemy remaining.
Got the bit at this
Spike
moment
down
in time,
A.
Dortmund Fletch.
Well, we've got a brilliant summer of sport coming up at TNT Sports and Discovery Plus, including the French Open,
Twitchy here, let's
the
go
Tour de
already.
France, Conor McGregor's UFC comeback, Joe Joyce against Derek Chisora,
Go, go, go.
and of course the Olympic Games. Discovery Plus is the only place to watch every moment from Paris. All 3,800 hours of live action, and it starts on Friday, the 26th of July. Another thing that's a bit different tonight, these can often be quite sterile, these Champions League finals, but I think the atmosphere in here is giving us a good game.
Of course it is.
Players are feeding off it.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Lovely by Valverde. Carvajal's pushed it too far though.
Ah, yeah. Magical little reverse pass at the last minute from Valverde. Carvajal just takes a heavy touch. He's wrong-footed everyone there. Lovely pass there initially.
Spike down mid.
Reloading.
One thing that would be a first tonight is careful now.
One enemy remaining.
Going up.
He's let it run across him, hasn't he? He took a little bit of a chance.
Junior's challenge. He's got the card out, yellow, and a lot of pain, I think, down there for Kerbal. He's caught him right on the shin, as you can see.
Well, I'll tell you the one thing I'll say right away. I think he's well entitled to go for it.
Right.
Kobo lets it run across his body.
Not
If you're any player never mind a forward, you're going to have a chance. You're going to spook. He lets it right across his body. I think he's well entitled to go for that, and I don't think there's an awful lot in it. I really don't. Of course, they're going to slide in and try and block it. A little bit late, but
You'd also say too, when you see the replay, there's not quite as much
Sudden
contact
death.
as it appeared
Little man,
in
pump
real
us up,
time.
let's hear it.
you mean no contact with
Well,
him?
yeah. Being
Need a
kind.
drop.
No, I think he's well within his rights.
First booking tonight. It's a young man who's already
Need a
scored the
drop.
winning goal
Thank you.
in a Champions League final for Real Madrid. I'm just making the point that what would be a first is that whichever team wins, it'll be their first ever win at Wembley Stadium. Dortmund have lost on all three visits here, while Real Madrid have only been here once before, and they lost to Tottenham in a group match back in 2017. And they've won this trophy in various corners of Europe, but they've never won it in England. They've won it at Hampden Park and they've won it in Cardiff, but never in England, Real Madrid.
I think they won it twice at Hampden Park, believe it or not. I think they beat Frankfurt in a classic final, and obviously the other one in 2002, probably remembered most for Zidane's outrageous left foot volley.
And you wonder whether the current player to wear number 5 turns
Spike
out
down,
to be the
mid.
match winner for Real Madrid tonight, just as Zinedine Zidane
Spike's
was
mid.
all those years ago.
One enemy remaining.
Waterbeck.
Cover going out.
Matson.
Someone's there.
Too high for
Defenders win.
This shows what a strong season it's been in the Bundesliga, doesn't it? When you think that
Can't stop here.
this was the 5th place team, Borussia Dortmund, the season that Bayer Leverkusen had, and Bayern Munich did their thing, and others were in the mix too. Carlo Ancelotti there alongside Edin Terzic. He was on his way to a Serie A title with Roma when Edin Terzic was born. He was in Italy's World Cup winning year of 1982, and tonight they meet as managers on the biggest stage of all. I mean, sometimes the journeys and the timings can be different, but
amazing.
they've got a common bond tonight, haven't they?
I'll tell you that Italian team in '82, Sardelli, Cabrini, Rossi.
Pretty much the Juventus team at the same time.
Absolutely.
So 8 minutes to go in the first half. The better opportunities have been generated by Dortmund. The more possession has been with Real Madrid, but as yet it's been a very quiet night for Gregor Kobel, the goalkeeper. Haven't been able to fashion a decent chance to this point, the 14 times winners of this competition. Foul by Ryerson.
I know he's got by him once and skinned him once, but as we saw, we mentioned it earlier, Fletch, with Mbappe, I don't think he's scared of the contest, Ryerson. That's brilliant, the right-hand side there, you and I are looking at it, it's obviously not on the screen. But the Dortmund fans, to a man and woman and child, are bouncing up and down. Dear me, look at that, brilliant.
Quite an astonishing sight. Hopefully we'll get to show you that. Here's Vinicius Junior with the ball. On Mendy. Nacho. There's Rodrigo. Turned back in towards Fede Valverde, the last touch there off Dani Carvajal. I think one issue that Real Madrid have got, Ali, when they get forward into that final third, they know they can't just cross it in.
That's
because Hummels and Schlotterbeck are going to win it all night.
Correct, and also, with the greatest respect, they've not really got an out-and-out centre-forward. Whereas the difference is with Füllkrug, who's occupying Nacho and Rudiger like we said he would. He's looking to go in behind, but he also positions himself for a cross. That's the one big difference in the game for me, actually. Worth mentioning, Fletch, after 38 minutes. One of the teams got an out-and-out centre-forward, look dangerous. The other one at this moment in time don't have an out-and-out centre-forward and don't look as dangerous. That can change though.
Pocket now for Sancho. Ryerson's continued his run. And that's cleared out of play by Camavinga. Of course, next season they'll have Endrick, who's an out-and-out number 9.
Yep.
And they'll probably have Kylian Mbappe too. We're expecting that transfer to be announced before the Euros start. Sancho. Who knows what the summer holds for him? Just a throw-in. No foul, I don't think.
I don't think it's a foul. I genuinely don't think it's a foul.
The assistant didn't give it.
No,
he's got the best view.
And do you know something?
Yellow
Fletch?
card for Schlotterbeck.
Yeah, well, the referee looked at the assistant. The assistant wasn't giving it, so therefore, if he doesn't see it, he can't give it. It's a shambles. I mean, he dives, actually, to tell you the gospel truth. Really poor. And by the way, when he dives like that, he's already been booked.
Match found.
And the upshot is a yellow card for the centre-back.
Who didn't deserve it.
For Borussia Dortmund, Nico Schlotterbeck.
I would suggest, Fletch, Vinicius Junior a very, very lucky boy.
They managed to keep Toni Kroos quiet to this stage, haven't they? Hasn't been pinging the ball around the stadium like he was when we saw him in the semi-final.
Death match. Warm up.
One thing you do know, though, about Carlo Ancelotti and Real Madrid, they'll just stick to the plan and nothing will faze them. So much experience of big nights like this throughout the team and on the coaching staff as well.
And we've seen them enough, particularly over maybe the last 2.5 years. They'll never be out the game, Fletch.
Adeyemi gets it forward now to Brandt.
And the last thing they'll see before they
Good
die.
position, has the shot, Courtois saves it.
Fight.
For
They'll
you,
get the
baby.
corner. And it's another chance though generated by Dortmund, and Courtois has far and away been the busier goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a save he should make, but it's a good one. What he does well, he just pushes it away, doesn't it? Just in case Füllkrug's coming in, which he was doing, doesn't take any chances.
One thing we don't know is just how fit he is. I mentioned he played 4 4 league games, but he's been left out by Belgium. He spent a long time out this season. I wonder whether he's quite as sharp as he wants to be for a game like this, Courtois. In goes the corner, headed away in there comes for Real Madrid. Now Jadon Sancho. Matson. His cross was a bit flat, Camavinga there to head it out. On to Jadon Sancho. Too sharp in there for Toni Kroos. There was Camavinga after Ryerson had let the ball run through.
Excellent skill on the right-hand side, wasn't it, from Sancho?
Savitz is going to get a booking now for protesting too aggressively at the assistants on this side. Finding a lot of space is between the lines, between the midfield and the defensive Real Madrid. Dropping into space in there, Julian Brandt and Jadon Sancho.
Done it really well. He's just kind of getting blindside of Camavinga. It's actually what Bellingham trying to draw up the other end, but Emre Can's more than matching his runs.
Valverde. Well, Vinicius Junior, they've done that well, Real Madrid.
Outstanding, and he gets a thank you from Ryerson, and so he should, because for the first time in a while Ryerson was ball watching. And you can't afford to do that for a split second. Gets caught inside, Hummels again. I mentioned it to you before, Fletch. When your full back gets caught, the opposite centre, the nearest centre back comes out and does ever so well.
Such a player on the way to the final, straight after full time here. By the way, make sure you join us in Riyadh. It's a blockbuster night of boxing. Queensbury and Matchroom going head-to-head with the 5v5 card that includes Deontay Wilder against Zhilei Zhang and Philip Hrgovic against Daniel Dubois, live on TNT Sports Box Office. Final minute of what's been a fascinating first half here at Wembley. And if either manager is going to be concerned walking into the changing rooms at half-time,
no doubt about that. You like him, had a fair idea that Madrid would have most of the possession. When it comes to creating chances, Fletch, there's only been one team opening half, that's for sure.
Dominating.
Made the point, didn't he, in the build-up? He said if we played them 100 times, then we know that they'd come out on the winning side. But on a one-off occasion, one night, everything on the line. He's backing his players, to get the job done tonight. The Real Madrid supporters showing that they can bounce up and down as well, and no doubt that will be countered by the Dortmund yellow wall.
10 kills remaining.
4 minutes added on. One back on that side for Real Madrid by Dani Carvajal. Valverde, Toni Kroos.
5 kills remaining.
is quite. Both sides are quite similar in the respect, Fletch. When they've got a little bit of time at the back, both centre backs will split. Toni Kroos will go in for Real Madrid, take it as he is doing there. And when Dortmund do it, Hummels and Slotterbeck split. Emre Can will go back into that position that Toni Kroos takes up.
Bellingham hasn't been much of a factor in the first half, hasn't really been able to get on the ball in a position where he can do damage for Real Madrid. Nacho. Nice ball by Rudiger to Bellingham. He's come out there with it. Good strong defense against them. Those two have been the stars of the show for me.
I mean, the man he knocks off the ball, strong Bellingham, but great strength and Slotterbeck.
Sancho now moving forward, supported by Ryerson. There's been a real willingness from the right back to join in.
See, that's where I think he's just put
One kill remaining.
It, put it in the box for something like Füllkrug to attack.
Ryerson turns into Toni Kroos. Vinicius Junior gives it away though, straight to Julian Brandt. Schlotterbeck. Adeyemi up against Carvajal. Corner, maybe couldn't keep it in. Chance at the end of the half here for Dortmund from the set piece.
He's got good delivery, as you mentioned, Julian Brandt, Slotterbeck, Hummels, Füllkrug. I'd imagine one of those be the target.
Schlotterbeck's in on the goalkeeper, he's the deepest. Flicked away by Rudiger. Madsen takes on Bellingham, and they'll get a corner from the other side. Them from both sides, the German international, so Brandt's gone from one side of the pitch to the other. Slightly different setup for Dortmund this time for this corner. Hummels moving towards the far post, it's headed away by Valverde. And there's a foul in there as well, and that's going to take us to half-time. And Edin Terzic's half-time team talk, you presume, is going to be a very positive one. Füllkrug hit the post in the first half. Adeyemi's had a couple of good chances. We've seen Courtois busy back in the side tonight, and we're yet to really see Real Madrid click at the top end of the pitch. Dortmund's half, but they didn't score. Analysis to come from Rio and Jose alongside Laura. But half-time at Wembley, it's Borussia Dortmund 0, Real Madrid 0.
Okay, a bit closer. Okay.
This program is brought to you by Oppo, UEFA Champions League official.
Attention fight fans. This is a public service announcement. The Mac is back. The Mac is back.
Welcome. Here's the
Match found.
To the legacies that are on the line.
Can you introduce me to Larry Bird?
To the season that was and to the champions to be. To the finals. To the finals.
There's a lot resting on Bellingham's shoulders.
If you look at Jude Bellingham, this kid's one of the best players in the world.
Warm up.
Well, it's only the weight. It's only expectations. It's only his weak foot. It's only making history. And repeating it. It's only the next big thing. It's only the beginning.
Fight!
Hold the phone. What's this?
Foster's Proper Shandy, the amber nectar with lemony deliciousness.
A little reaper, Daniel.
Nothing better than a proper Aussie combo.
Like the mullet.
City up front, out back, out back.
Or jorts, the ruggedness of denim, with the ventilation of budgie smugglers.
Proper Shandy. Good call.
Yo! Wanna smell premium? You gotta try this new Lynx then. The new Lynx Fine Fragrance Collection. Smell finer than the finest fragrances.
Customer satisfaction results.
Taken out.
Good.
Hang it up, buddy.
Down. No more secrets.
You're done.
Got one. Return to dust. Terminated. Enemy down. Goodbye. Dropped one.
Killed their site.
Anyone else?
Die.
Hang it up, buddy.
One down. Auf Wiedersehen.
quiet now.
Enemy down.
Reloading.
The eyes are down. Finished. Got one. That's done.
Hang it up, buddy.
Cypher removed. One dead. Three down. Four down. Here. Auf Wiedersehen. Once we reach this double, you'll take my lab.
Plus, we've got thousands of free kids places up for
Match found.
I am both shield and sword.
Reload him.
Fight.
Put down. Careful now.
Reloading.
Charge your ults.
Reload him.
Be at peace. Barrier created.
New stage in 10. No, you don't. Stage 2.
Satchel out. Get there.
See ya! Stay down.
Reload him.
3.
Charge your ults.
Satchel out. Jet's grounded.
Remove. Reload.
Ten seconds until stage change.
3 for me.
Reload him.
Stage
My
3.
ult. Watch this.
Still in sight.
Flash.
Headshot. Just out. Nailed him.
Blocking sight.
Reloading.
3.
Ultimate orb spawning.
Triple, baby.
Come on, get out there. Kill something. New stage in 10. Phoenix is on a rampage. My ultimate's ready. Final stage. Come on, let's go.
Yikes.
Grounded.
Reloading.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Phoenix is on a rampage.
Cutting their vision.
Triple, baby.
Wall raised.
Got him.
Can't use this yet.
One shot.
Ultimate orb spawning.
3. My
Dominating.
ult's ready. Watch this.
taking us down.
Your fault.
Reloading.
Blocking sight.
He does well to get back.
See the smoke hanging over the stadium. That's because of the pyrotechnics that were lit by the Dortmund fans when the teams came out for the second half. And Madrid have been given the free kick here for the foul by Hummels on Vinicius Junior.
Sorry, bro. Makes the tackle, doesn't he? He catches the right foot of Vinicius Junior.
He doesn't get many wrong though, does he?
No, he doesn't. Just saying him. They must be really well off for centre-backs, Germany.
Yeah, didn't make the smoke, did he? It's the smoky end of Wembley as well. Yellow wall behind Kerbel's goal. Toni Kroos over the free kick. Play here in 2013 for Bayern Munich, Toni Kroos, because he was injured. Ends his club career regardless of the outcome after this game tonight.
15 kills remaining.
One down.
He whips it in. And that's the first save tonight from Kerbel. Got so much pace on that Toni Kroos. He really is the master from a dead ball situation like that.
Well, we're all expecting the cross, weren't we? Tell you what, he takes it beautifully. That was a terrific angle. A good save.
Opponent's killed. My ultimate is ready.
Corner! Flicked over the bar by Danny Carvajal. Timed his run to the near post perfectly.
You know, bizarrely, I think it probably just gets too much on it. It's a brilliant run, up he gets. Very difficult to be critical of him because he makes a good run, a good
Enemy
header.
down.
It's probably just too much on it.
Barrier removed.
They could be 4-0 down and 4-0 up.
3 down.
They'll still look the same. Come on, let's go! Chew his gum. It's not like he's watching his grandson play a Sunday morning match. Great chat.
As we see so often, full-backs get into the midfield. Matsson's been doing that when Dortmund are in good possession of football. He gets into that kind of left midfield role from his left-back position. Slaughterbeck comes out, leaving him a 3 at the back, like I mentioned to you, Chan. In the middle of the two centre-backs.
The shot that's gone over the bar, but it did take a deflection, and it's going to bring a corner. You do wonder, the more they get of these, that at some stage you'd expect Hummels to be a factor, Ali.
Yeah, you would think so. Mid quality, I've got to say, from the corners has been excellent.
Thibaut Courtois defending the Real Madrid end in the second half. Whipped in there by Brandt and headed away there for Real Madrid by Camavinga. Maatsen then beaten to it by Vinicius Junior and away by Danny Carvajal, but they turned the ball over. Here's Julian Ryerson. The first goal so often so important in big finals. Ali, the team that scored first has won the last 7 Champions League finals, so it does show the importance of getting your nose in front on a night like this one. Ryerson whips it in, and that's gone behind, and that's another corner, a succession of them here at the start of the second half.
I've got to say, Fletcher, the similarities in the way both teams are playing is actually remarkable. You know, getting the right-hand side, you look at Sancho there, he comes in 10, 15 yards, bringing Mendy with him, and that creates the space for Ryerson to go out the outside. We've seen Carvajal do it in the first half, and Ryerson equal to it.
So, as always, Julian Brandt, as always, the focus on Mats Hummels, and it's this Dortmund head this time that gets there, and Schlotterbeck goes over with Toni Kroos behind him. That's about as animated as it gets.
Yeah. He'll calm down again, I would have thought.
A throw into Dortmund on that side. There was no escape at all for Ferland Mendy. Cross-court Vinicius Junior. Just look a little bit flat and a bit stuck at the moment, don't they, Real Madrid?
They are.
Madsen did well to keep it. Rodrigo's been a non-factor to this point. There's Rudiger's header, only to Adeyemi. Good work back defensively though by Valverde, and then Camavinga wants to show his speed, but look at Julian Brandt's determination to get back. Camavinga rolling around and through frustration.
I think it has a free
Match
kick.
found.
You know, I genuinely do, because I think it's Adeyemi just cuts across him, which slows him down enough to allow Brandt to get back.
They've had 10 attempts tonight, Borussia Dortmund, only 2 of them on target, significantly more than Real Madrid to this point. Great shot, closed down quickly over there by Rodrigo. Just wonder whether there might be more of a move in the second half to try and get Bellingham into a more central position, so they've at least got a bit more of a focal point. Well, they're finding it hard to get out at the moment, Real Madrid.
Of course they are. Of course they are. I mean, Dortmund are dominating, and it's the one glaring difference between the sides. Dortmund have got a focal point in Nicholas Füllkrug, and he occupies 2 centre-backs. Real Madrid don't have that. And you can see they're struggling to get forward. They're a little bit loath to put crosses into the box. It's as if sometimes they're attempting to score the perfect goal. Wonder what he would do.
Former Borussia Dortmund manager, of course, Jurgen Klopp. He was given a big cheer when he appeared on the big screen earlier. Joined in with the rendition of "You'll Never Walk Alone." He should know the words to that, shouldn't he?
Chairman as well. Both of them actually, both languages, I would imagine.
Absolutely. The fact it's still 0-0 is the only real crumb of solace at this point for Real Madrid, because there's not a lot else to cling to, is there?
I'm a little bit, not a little bit, I'm very surprised. I genuinely thought we'd get a reaction. You know, sometimes it can happen, the game doesn't go according to plan, but I really expected the second half Real Madrid to come flying out the traps.
Don't be afraid.
I know there's only 10 minutes gone, but it hasn't happened yet. What a switch that is. What a switch.
Ball. Rudiger to Vinicius Junior. Looking to escape the clutches of Ryerson. Whips it in now towards Rodrigo. Only Jude Bellingham in the middle though. Here's Carvajal. Camavinga. Carvajal collided with Adeyemi, and then Champ was nice and firm. Toni Kroos. Dani Carvajal still down, and they'll have to stop it.
Well, I think he get blocked, didn't he? Just blocks the run, doesn't he? Sorry, Danny, but that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
He just blocks his run. I'm not sure it's enough to knock him down for about 5 minutes, but
caution here.
Spike down.
That's Jude Bellingham, Rio.
Yeah, he has. I think he's been quite quiet all over the knockout period. I think he had a moment against Man City with a fantastic touch and pass, leading playing a part in the goal. But other than that, I haven't really seen him show up too much, because he's been decisive in the league all season, in Clásicos, etc. Also,
last player standing.
Through this tournament, they've been happy to suffer at times. That's why we were saying they need to be punished if you're going to get these chances against them. They don't mind suffering, knowing that they've got decisive players.
And he goes from Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo is climbing Carvajal's shot.
You're all more important.
And Madsen got a piece of that before Kerbal dived on it.
I think the wee man Adeyemi's ball watching a little bit. He is.
1
well
second,
and truly.
peeps. I gotta visit
Carvajal
the
does
Astro to
really,
play
really
some
well. The right
stars.
fullback just having a gamble getting in at the back post. And as I say, the little fella switches off and allows him in there. He'll be absolutely thrilled to bits to see Carvajal not score there, because he dropped him.
Rise and bring glory.
Maybe that can be
I'll find you.
some kind of holding from
Enemy
the
spotted
where they
C.
can build momentum
Bring
from it.
them down.
Borussia Dortmund have been the better team. Still 0-0. I mean, the Bellingham question's fascinating because he's had such a good season. He takes
Spike
it
down A.
Yeah. He's only 20 playing in his first Champions
Got to
League
target
final,
it,
so
star.
it's which way you go with it, really, isn't it?
Without a star, I cannot.
Spike planted.
I'm out of Astro stars.
Sancho.
Without it, pulling them in. Can't use that yet.
Bring them down.
Blasting up.
Enemy A.
Slotterbeck.
Blocking vision.
Last player standing.
That's a brilliant,
Got to
great
target
movement
us.
all round.
Concealment.
I mean, ADM will go short, ADM will go short, and then just turns and spins. And he's got 2 yards on Carvajal. It's a little bit unlucky, it's a great pass, but great movement from the way.
No worries, Charlie. No worries.
Still a real
About
raw element
there.
to Adeyemi when you watch it,
Yeah,
though, isn't
yeah.
there? Not
My
quite
ult's
rounded
not
up the
ready.
game as yet. I mean, the speed's there. We know all about that, but
It's just piecing it all together, isn't it?
Anyway, chance challenge on Rodrigo.
I need a star.
No more.
I mean, the organisation of the Dortmund team's outstanding. The moment a Real Madrid player puts his head up and tries to play forward, there's nothing on.
Well, there's nothing. I'm looking at Jude Bellingham at this moment in time,
Spike
and he
planted.
has. I mean, Emre Can's on him, which has been the case for most of the game. But he's trying to drift a little bit forward
I need a
towards
star.
Hummel's
One
Slotterbeck.
enemy remaining.
Right there. Got to target a star. I'm out of stars.
This idea from Dani Carvajal, the dummy not quite working to get
Pulling them
Rodrigo
in.
I mean, they've not been at it. An hour gone, they've just not been at it, Real Madrid.
I need a star. Obscuring vision. Concealment. Can't use that yet.
Last round in the half.
Equip yourselves, oh. Money day, fala. Spend it. Checking the
Down to
situation.
Ryerson. Bellingham with defending to do over there. Really strong play down that side though by the Norwegian. Mendy across, they'll get the throw in. Sheer determination
I
there
am
from
with you.
Ryerson.
He's in a
We
great
are
hour.
strong.
I know Vinicius Junior went by him once in the left-hand side here in the first half.
Revealing
Fletch,
area.
but I know the last 90 minutes he was a great hour.
No more stars.
Schlotterbeck.
Without a star, I cannot. Right there.
Get grounded. My ultimate.
Enemy down. My ult is ready.
They'll have something to talk about, won't they, when they get together the pre-season, Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe. The problems that they
Spike
both
planted.
had against Ryerson. There's Matson's cross that's defended by Rudiger. Away by Courtois, but over to Adeyemi. They can't get out now.
begins.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
The astonishing statistic is according to the UEFA stats screen, they've had 12% more of the ball Real Madrid.
Switching
It doesn't feel
sides.
like that.
Spike is
Combat is
Carvajal's back heel goes straight to Ian Matson. Sloppy from Real Madrid. Brandt couldn't gather it. Adeyemi was involved. Carvajal stayed down.
Getting away with one there. It's a really poor ball across the face of his own goal. I think it was Nacho initially.
I must say, Ali, at this stage of the match, I'm shocked by by what I'm seeing from Real Madrid. There's no cohesion.
Revealing area.
At the moment that there's a great deal of idea in terms of what they're going to do to break this all team down.
Not a bit poor. That might have been a decent bargain, but as I said to you earlier, Chris, I'm starting to get the lack of response that we've seen. As I say, you can understand to a certain degree the opening 45 minutes not going your way, but you would think you're going to get a reaction.
This has been one to this point. Well, it goes by Brantu Adeyemi. 1v1 for now against Carvajal. It's not a bad ball. Good.
Last player standing.
Target down.
Match point.
Let them try to get through me. Here.
Charlie, like move from here.
Scanning ahead.
I'll find you. There. Blocking vision. Without a star, I cannot.
Bring them down.
Here.
Reloading. We found one.
I need a star. Right there. Right there.
Shot down.
Return to dust.
Got to target a star.
One enemy remaining.
Sorry, kepencet. Sorry, lagi nonton. Sorry.
You will not kill my allies.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing.
Pretty sharp as he was running with him.
Yeah, he did.
One enemy remaining.
You have been out right enough.
Let's just make the point as well, for all the opportunities Borussia Dortmund has had, and for all that we've said about Real Madrid not posing a threat, it would surprise no one if they score the first goal here. Here's Rodrigo. Runs around Maxson, still going Rodrigo, good defending.
Defenders win.
Two white players in the last minute have both had nice moments for Real Madrid.
Yeah, but I want to run the risk of repeating myself, and I'll do it again. The centre-back again, helping at the full-back. A couple of times that Matson and Ryerson have been caught. Slaughter back on the left-hand side, helping Matson out, and equally Hummels on the right-hand side, helping Ryerson out. Top-class defending.
Kroos from the other side, Rudiger among those waiting for it in the middle. And the man who jumped highest of all of them was Mats Hummels. Kroos again. This time it was Vinicius Junior who was in the middle of the scrum. He's going through chewing gum like nobody's business down there, Ancelotti. You mentioned in the first half that they must be blessed for centre-backs, Germany, based on the fact that Hummels didn't make the squad. Schlotterbeck's only played 11 times for them.
It's incredible.
Adeyemi's going to run at Carvajal. Good defending Rudiger. Aren't many better in the world than him.
He just kind of ran up an alley, didn't he?
Beaten to it by Schlotterbeck. You start to think about a player like Joselu, don't you, for Real Madrid, who came on in the semi-final and scored the 2 goals, but he is the number 9 that they don't have. He is a player that they can play into and out of, who will make those kind of runs in the opposition box.
Of course, that's the one thing they've been missing. Bellingham, to be fair to him, start the second half is trying to get forward and make more forward runs
Match
in the
found.
central position. But it's not the natural movement that an out-and-out centre forward would give you.
Fulkrug went down and stayed down. Tony Kroos was indicating for him to get up again. Mendy. Now Vinicius Junior. Jude Bellingham, Danny Carvajal, Freddie Valverde.
Just take a seat. I got this.
Such a well-organised defensive group, aren't they, Dortmund? Good balance from Rodrigo. Now Jude Bellingham plays it back inside, but they've always got yellow shirts in there when they need them. This time it was the midfielder Marcel Sabitzer.
Yeah, I think it might have been the wrong option. I know he was looking for Rodrigo, but as you correctly mentioned, Dortmund are there, numbers really well organised.
Vinicius Junior's ball, Bellingham running in, it all flashes wide. I don't think he got a touch. If he did, it was a faint one. Agonisingly close to the first goal tonight for Real Madrid.
I wonder if he just sees the goalkeeper at the
Spike
corner of his
rush.
right eye.
Man,
It's a
this
lovely ball
weather
in
is
that he made
not
the run
on.
that we spoke about.
Anyone
Terrific
got a
run.
jacket?
Can't see it from that angle. Oh,
There should be a corner. Last touch was off the goalkeeper.
certainly was.
Any kind of touch from Bellingham might well have diverted it in.
Anything at all. Slightest of touches because the goalkeeper had committed himself, Fletch. That's a chance, you know.
Enemy
By Fulcrum.
up the way. Turret destroyed. Drop.
And the aim.
Careful now. Here,
Jadon Sancho.
Bomb grenade out.
going up.
Emre Can can size things up. Ryerson.
No danger. Refreshing.
20 minutes to go.
Multiple enemies dead.
Last player standing.
Deadlocked at Wembley at 0-0.
30 seconds left.
This is the Dortmund captain Emre Can. Julian Brandt.
Outside of this game, immortality doesn't have as many day-to-day benefits as you think. Careful. Placing sentry.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Ancelotti, I mean, when do you think about making a change? When do you think about Yosselu and Modric? Surely it's going now. Surely.
Enemy mid.
Going up. And
Fouled there by Nacho Allen.
I have to tell you, he's got a fairly impressive record in the tournament. He probably doesn't need my advice, however.
Watch your eyes.
You fought well.
It couldn't happen this way, could it? Could be the opposite.
You mentioned Marco Reus. We've been talking a lot tonight about the fact that Toni Kroos is going to be retiring from club football after this match. Marco Reus, the all-time leading scorer for Borussia Dortmund, is leaving the club after tonight. And he was here in 2013. He's got this magnificent record of scoring goals against Real Madrid as well as a Dortmund player. Only 3 players have scored more against Real Madrid than
Have
him.
one of these. Missing swarm grenade.
He's coming on here.
Last player standing.
And for the final time, the yellow wall can cheer Marco Reus onto the pitch. He was 35 yesterday. It was his birthday yesterday.
Last round before the switch.
One
And he's
downside
made
to
the
being
most
immortal.
appearances in the Champions League for this football club. And he scored the most goals for them as well.
Placing
You
sentry.
just wonder whether it's written in the stars that he signs off in the best possible way.
Drop in a smoke.
Vinicius Junior. Hummels, which just gave Ryerson time to get back, and then Hummels in with
Joke's
a tackle.
over! You're dead! I mean, it's brilliant from Hummels again. It's wonderful skill. Wonderful skill from Vinicius Junior. But many times have we seen it. He gets by right up to there. That's fantastic. But look who's here.
Get out of my way!
Some outrageous things though, doesn't he? Oh yeah. I mean, he's still playing on the playground of Rio de Janeiro, I think. Careful now. Target. Valverde shot.
Last player standing.
Wilson with a rather wild clearance.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Four and the dark.
Wilson flicks on by Carvajal.
You little moment. I want to
And Real Madrid lead the Champions League final.
Switching sides.
And a man born in Madrid, who's won the competition with them 5 times before, flicks the header into the back of the Dortmund net to give them the lead with 17 minutes to go. And Real Madrid lead the Champions League final.
Turned out.
Well, it's a 90% replica of what we saw about 10 minutes ago, except at a different ending, at a happy ending for Real Madrid, and a sad ending, because they got a corner, as I say, about 10 minutes ago. Carvajal got to it, he got too much on the header, but it was a great run. This time, he gets everything absolutely perfect. His movement's not just as far and long as his
One
previous
enemy
run, but
remaining.
boy, does he got up well, and it's a brilliant header, full Krug. Can't get back, tries to get back, make a challenge on him, can't do it. Goalkeeper Cole completely wrong-footed. Hummels' attempt with his hand, but it's a great set play and a great finish.
It's a brilliant header
Last
from
player
Dani
standing.
Carvajal. It's his first goal in the Champions League for 5 years. 70
30
games
seconds
ago, he
left.
scored for Real Madrid against Shakhtar Donetsk. He saved it for the biggest stage. He saved it for the biggest moment. And this team, who are the great survivors, the great winners, the team that finds a way, have withstood the Dortmund storm, and they lead the Champions League final now with a little bit more than 15 minutes to go, with a goal from the most unlikely of sources.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Although you did say, let's be honest, you did say it's more than possible and happening.
Nobody's surprised. Nobody's surprised.
Yeah.
And now we'll see what Borussia Dortmund are made of.
Careful now.
Just reiterate the point, the team that scores first has won the last 7 Champions League finals, and the last 4 of them have been won with a 1-0 scoreline. Real Madrid have lost one of these since 1981, and they've got themselves ahead in the closing stages here at Wembley, and the celebrations at their end have already started.
Spike planted.
Isn't it amazing? We spoke about it, as I said earlier. Dani Carvajal, he made a similar run 10 minutes ago, similar delivery in. Good header. Don't take heed of the warning.
Last player standing.
And they've been punished.
One enemy remaining.
With a better end product.
Borussia Dortmund 0, Real Madrid 1, Dani Carvajal. Chandler ahead of Valverde, Nacho, and now Mendy.
Clutch.
Your first mistake was assuming I...
Camavinga.
Match point.
Yo, we are so close.
Hummels with a tackle over there on Vinicius Junior, but he only slows him down, supported here by Mendy, and now Bellingham. Valverde to Rodrigo.
Joke's over! You're dead!
He's done most things for them, hasn't he, Dani Carvajal? He's played in big games, he's won big trophies. Now he can add to his resume, scoring a vital goal in a Champions League final. And here's Camavinga keeping the ball in play. And Bellingham with a chance, and Bellingham puts it wide.
Fire in the hole!
And that might just have been the moment that they could start engraving on number 15.
Listen, Fletcher, I might be wrong. I don't think it's a great touch. Go look at it again. That's brilliant. Do you know, I think the touch is a little bit heavy. I might be being super critical here.
Slaughterbeck gets a piece.
Slaughterbeck, what a
again.
tackle it is. What a touch. A brilliant tackle. I still think the touch might be a little bit heavy. It's a brilliant cutback. But that man there
30 seconds left.
keeps his side in it with a last gasp challenge. What a challenge that is.
Spike planted.
So Kroos out to take the corner. Momentum now heavily with Real Madrid. Cleared as far as Julian Brandt. Run back straight away though by Rodrigo.
One down.
Bellingham. In goes Hummels.
Placing swarm grenade.
Excellent feet from Brandt. Good challenge, important one by Mendy.
Last player standing. Last player standing.
That's a free kick. Hummels.
I'll see you in a minute.
It's an interesting one, Fletch. This is actually, I know it sounds crazy, but this is actually suiting Real Madrid now because Dortmund have opened up. They've got to throw a little bit of caution to the wind, one or two players forward. This is settled to the break. Catches him, doesn't he?
Sudden death.
Takes him inside, goes the other way, Camavinga, and it's a free kick all day. But it would not surprise you if Madrid score again now.
So both Dortmund centre-backs on yellow cards now. Schlotterbeck for dissent in the first half and Hummels for that challenge that's led to the free kick. And I suspect there's only one man from Wembley that's having a go at this.
Yeah.
It's going to be the number 8, surely, Toni Kroos.
You'd have thought so, wouldn't you?
Careful now.
Tell you what, with that challenge from Schlotterbeck.
Watch your eyes.
Angle on a shot with short replay. Absolutely terrific challenge.
Going up here tonight, by the way, 86,212. And it really has been a spectacular night in the capital city, in this iconic stadium, and maybe the most iconic club of all of them, are moments away from winning this trophy.
One enemy remaining.
My ultimate is ready.
Defenders win.
Toni Kroos.
Okay, we
out.
Gonna go cool under
That
some
would have
blankets.
been the perfect way to say goodbye.
Yeah. I think it might have been one for the cameras. Good effort. I'll just maybe be able to confirm this. Yeah, one for the cameras.
So attacking changes being made. And Donyell Malen is on for Emre Can. And Sebastian Haller is coming on to replace Julian Brandt. Here's another magnificent story as well. Haller on in a Champions League final, having been diagnosed with testicular cancer in the summer of 2022, and less than 2 years after that, he's here in the yellow shirt of Borussia Dortmund at Wembley in a Champions League final.
Nothing short of magnificent, that story. That'll take a bit of beating. Great to see.
It's a challenge straight away by Camavinga. Jude Bellingham. Camavinga with the shot. Oh, tipped over the bar by Kerbal. He's never scored in the Champions League, Camavinga. And when that left his foot, he must have thought, here we go.
Look at that. 2 yards outside the post. What a save. I said the last one was for the cameras. That was brilliant. You can't believe it. He starts it correctly, but 2 yards outside the post. It's dipping. Bit of swerve on it. Great effort, great save.
Mentioned he's not scored in the Champions League. He's not scored for 120 games for Real Madrid. That's about as close as he's going to get without doing it.
Match found.
Less than 9 minutes to go. Toni Kroos out to take the corner with Real Madrid ahead. Flicked on again, saved by Kerbal, clawed away. It was Nacho's header. And all of a sudden the Dortmund goalkeeper is making saves to keep them just about in this Champions League final.
They've been terrific. That may even come off his shoulder. That's a great save. But we spoke about it. we thought the threat Dortmund might have from set plays and corners. It's actually been the opposite, particularly the second half, Darm.
I mean, it couldn't happen twice. Danny Carvajal's gone 5 years between Champions League goals. He's not scored for more than 5 years in the competition, Nacho. Dortmund surviving, needing a goal. Given away by Maatsen. Bellingham. Here's Vinicius Junior. Great chance. 2-0. And the young man who was raised in the favelas of Rio de Janeiro scores for the second time in a Champions League final in the white of Real Madrid. And number 15 is surely theirs now. And Vinicius Junior, the man for the big occasion, a man who might just win himself a Ballon d'Or this season, with a goal to give them daylight and maybe shatter the dreams of Borussia Dortmund in the process.
Oh, Fletch, I mean, I do not know for a minute what Maatsen's thinking about. He's just in a brainstorm, mate. He really has. He's played it right across his own goal. It's a shocking pass. And as soon as he sees it, it's getting cut out. He must have everything crossed. Oh, it's a terrible, terrible pass. The way to pass to Vinicius Junior is excellent. And you just know he's going to finish it, don't you? He opens it up. It's a lovely touch with his right foot to take it away, to give him the composed finish. Hits it into the ground. Goalkeeper has a big hand on it, but not big enough. You'd have to say right now, could be good night.
Barely a flicker from Carlo Ancelotti, but emotion etched all over the faces of the Real Madrid supporters. The man who scored the winning goal against Liverpool in 2022 might just have got the winner tonight as well. 24 goals in all competitions now for Vinicius Junior, and Real Madrid, just like that, lead this final by 2 goals to 0.
Well, it's going to take something extraordinary now, isn't it? Let's be quite frank about it. I mean, how many times have we seen it? The finish itself's excellent because people will say, well, he hit it into the ground. But I'll tell you right now, you hit it into the ground, you got every chance of wrong feet the goalkeeper, which he did. Into the ground, take your chances. Goalkeeper gets a left hand to it, but not enough. But dear, oh dear, Ian Maatsen.
So changes being made, and Jude Bellingham signs off after a wonderful first season in Madrid. And he's going to be replaced by the semi-final hero, Joselu, with a little bit more than 5 minutes to play. And Luka Modric, who's won this competition 5 times before, he's coming on. And Toni Kroos says goodbye to club football. And look at the send-off that is being given from the Real Madrid supporters. 718 games at club level. He's going to play for Germany at the Euros. He's also going to pick up his 6th Champions League winners' medal tonight. One of the all-time great European midfielders signs off at Wembley.
Yeah.
Spike down A.
I'm aware there's 5 and extra to go, but
1 enemy remaining.
What a player he's been.
A.
Even with numbers, anything can still happen. Remember that.
And tonight's going to taste so good to Toni Kroos and to these Real Madrid players who are moments away from confirming number 15 in the Champions League.
I don't think that'll be his last cuddle tonight.
It'll be 6 in 11 years, you know, in a competition that's so difficult to win.
It's incredible. The record in the tournament that we mentioned, 14 wins, 3 defeats out of 17. That's now shaping up to be 15. It's remarkable.
They're going to go through a season, Ali, where they've only lost twice in all competitions. They've won the Liga for the 36th time. For the 4th time, they're going to do this, the Liga Champions League double, which is such a rarity for them. I thought that number would be much higher. And they've got what now is the past and the future in that shot. Toni Kroos on one side, and
1
Jude
enemy
Bellingham
remaining.
apparent on the other.
Incredible passion.
Spike planted.
People.
Shot driven in at Camavinga. Here's Donyell Marlon.
Hawk out.
It's on the back ball, it's a goal back, and maybe they're still in it.
Offside, flags up.
The flag is up, Fulkrug celebrates, they'll take a look at it, and the Dortmund supporters will hold their breath and hope that the automated offside lands in their favour.
I had a quick look because I had a doubt, Fletch. I've got to be honest, the flag is up immediately.
That wasn't terrible.
Yeah, he's offside, mate. Tell you what, brilliant cross, brilliant header, but he's offside, okay.
And the cheer from the Real Madrid supporters confirms Ali's judgment.
You know that way, I just had a feeling, the first thing I did was a wee look at the linesman, as you used to do as a centre forward, I have to tell you. But a great delivery in from Malin on the left-hand side. And an equal with a header, but sadly half a yard too far.
And one thing that will be a first for Real Madrid tonight, the 14 previous occasions when they've won this competition, be it the European Cup or the Champions League, they've always been beaten at least once. They've never won the Champions League or European Cup campaign unbeaten.
Back up like I never left.
Enemy killed.
Jadon Sancho.
Last player standing.
Anyone else?
Young Englishman, Jamie Fino Gittins.
Cutting through.
The ball, winning the throw in as well. Look at his smile.
Oh, yeah.
Last round in the half.
Spend your money now.
There's no back in hell.
Isn't it amazing how just quickly, so quickly a game can change? Just sitting after an hour saying, is Ancelotti going to make a change? They don't have a threat in a centre forward position, and then you get a set play, you get a goal, and the game just completely turns.
Do you know what? It's amazing how often the great ones are patient. When you think back to 1999 and everybody was screaming for Sir Alex to change the shape and change the personnel, and he stuck with it, eventually changed it, got the goals, won the treble, and Carlo Ancelotti hasn't blinked tonight. He knows he's got the team that can do exactly what they've done, and he was happy to let this game play out.
One dead.
He's also happy to make changes now with the 2-goal cushion.
Enemy removed.
Militao, who's had a season that's been full of injuries. He's had an ACL. That's Timo Courtois.
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid. Last player standing.
He's going to look like he's going to replace Rodrigo. Brazilian in the closing stages here of this Champions League final.
Switching sides.
I'm no doctor, but I can patch a bullet hole or two. Let me know if you need healing.
It's an emotional night, isn't it, in many ways? You think about Toni Kroos retiring and Marco Reus
as well.
Somewhere else. Nacho, we suspect, is going to be elsewhere by the time next season starts. And there's a lot of speculation that Mats Hummels is playing his last game for Dortmund as well tonight. There's been a bit of disagreement with the coach about the way they play, so it looks as though he might be somewhere else too. So there's going to be a lot of emotion out there tonight for certain individuals. Nacho's header away. And then the foul by Fulkrug on Camavinga.
I don't think he's in a great rush to get up.
No charges, free loading. Time to hunt.
Cutting through.
TNT Sports, all of those you can watch. And Discovery Plus, remember, the only place to watch every moment from the Paris Olympics, all 3,800 hours of live action, all the way to the 26th of July. Schlotterbeck sends it long. Rudiger didn't get there.
One enemy remaining.
Fading behind Ryerson, Modric couldn't get there, Sabitzer can.
Not that scary.
And Carvajal with all the composure and time just to flick it back to his goalkeeper.
Match point.
Out it, doesn't it? Great header.
What did they say, Ali? Act like you've been there before.
Yeah, absolutely. His second best header of the game.
They're going to leave the dressing room and get back on the coach, the Dortmund players, and head back to the hotel and wonder what might have been, because the chances were there. First half,
Continue to
the chances
overwhelm
were there.
You got to take them. You know, they've been punished. We can talk about it, and we will talk about it. They've played exceptionally well for the vast majority of the game, but you have to score when you're on top. And there were some proper chances, some good chances.
Spike down B.
I got the spike.
3 minutes of additional time to play.
No
Here's Luka
peeking.
Modric.
Time to jump.
One of 4 players in this Real Madrid team who are going to get their 6th Champions League winners medal tonight. Dani Carvajal, Toni Kroos,
Can't
Nacho
use this.
Surprise.
Hummels has gone to play centre forward. Antonio Rudiger with the clearance.
I'll return.
Modric.
Time to jump.
Last player standing.
Running in. Flicks it
Spike
nonchalantly
down
in the
B.
middle. Good defending in there by Ryerson. What a ball.
He's still a good evening, Ryerson. He's going to end up in the losing side, but he has had a good evening.
One enemy remaining.
Haaland beat to it by Militao. I mean, you wonder whether they're set for a period of time where they can win.
Attackers
multiple
win.
Champions Leagues again,
That's
when you
full time. Good stuff.
take into account that
Killing
Kylian
over
Mbappe's
here.
likely to be there, and they've just signed Endrick, who could be the next Brazilian superstar. The best years of Vinicius Junior and Jude Bellingham are ahead of them still. And Vinicius Junior is leaving to an ovation from the Real Madrid supporters and whistles from those in Dortmund yellow.
Yeah, I think you make a very, very good point. I think the future looks pretty bright for Real Madrid.